Hello everyone, welcome to StarSea Tarot. I am Charlene Lizette. In today's video, we're going to find out what you can expect for the month of March. We're going to look into career, finances, general overall themes. We are going to dabble into love, but there is a full-length video specifically dedicated to love for March coming up right after this video. So you're going to want to tune in if that's what you're looking for as well. We are going to touch on it a little bit though. We're going to get some messages from the oracles. We're going to get some messages from astrology. We're going to just take a look and see what you can expect for this month. Just please know, I know that this video is a couple of days late. I lost my voice. I just got it back. So obviously, without further ado, let's get this party started. If you are new, if you're returning, a massive thank you to you. I am Charlene Lizette. So we got 4 groups to pick from, starting from my left. 1, 2, 3, and 4. If you like picking with crystal amulets, I will be adding some amulets right now. All the amulets featured today are from StarSea Jewels. It is my jewelry line. They are all designed by me and handmade here in Toronto. All right, so on our left, or my left, group number 1, we have this beautiful piece called Sana, green aventurine, rose quartz, and morganite beryl. Well, actually, it's just morganite here. Group number 2, we have this beautiful piece called Bridget. It's got strawberry quartz, rose quartz, it's got green aventurine, and pearls. Group number 3 is Anahita. It's got lavender amethyst, amazonite, and rose quartz. And group number 4, one of our most popular pieces, Aphrodite. This has the beautiful amazonite, big stone, clear quartz, and rose quartz in a little lava bead for those of you that like to use essential oils. So pick which group you are called to. You are obviously able to pick more than one group if that's what you feel called to do. And go ahead and take a look at the description box below for the timestamp that corresponds with your reading. And I will see you over there. See you soon. Hello, group number 1. This is going to be your reading if you picked Sana or group number 1. Now we're going to go ahead and take a look and see what's going on for you. I am going to be shuffling right on camera so you can take a look and see. We have a lot of things happening astrologically for March. We have a solstice coming in. We have the full moon in Virgo that's happening on the, I think it's the 7th or the 8th, one of the 2 days. I can't remember off the top of my head right now. We have a lot of shifts happening. You know, the energy of the Tower is really present this month, but not in a bad way. This is about releasing and removing everything that is no longer serving the collective and no longer serving you for your highest good, okay? So let's dive into this and see what's going on for the general overall themes for you. So we got the 5 of Swords, the 3 of Cups, and the 7 of Wands. This is your general overall theme right here. I'm going to move this to this side, and then I'm going to pull out career and finances right here. Oh, look at that. We'll get more cards in just a minute, but let's start off with what we have here. So if we look at the general overall themes of this month for you, you've got the 5 of Swords. This is about winning at all costs, but winning at whose loss? Somebody wins, but somebody loses. And it's not necessarily a good loss. It's like, what are you willing to lose here? Are you willing to lose friendships? Are you willing to lose relationships? At the cost of what? At the cost of being right? And then what happens, right? What comes after that? I do see that there may be some conflict here with some friends. I also noticed that in this particular deck, you can actually see that it looks like there's some X's on the back of these people. So that almost makes me feel like some people feel like they may have been backstabbed, or you may feel like you're going to be backstabbed this month. I don't actually necessarily feel like, I understand that it may feel very big, and I understand that it can feel like there might be some conflict with some friends, group number 1. However, the fact that you have the 3 of Cups and the 7 of Wands, and the fact that you pick Sana as the bracelet, as the amulet that you were called to, almost makes me feel like there's a lesson here to learn, and there's a lesson specifically on healing your heart, on healing your relationships, on healing your friendships. Okay, I almost feel like there may be this situation coming up for you, group number 1, where you may be dealing with some pretty immature people, or some people may be speaking things about you or talking about you, and not necessarily it being in the kindest way, but it's something that you needed to experience so that you can pull yourself out from it. It's almost like I don't want to say that the company that you keep or all the company that you keep wasn't necessarily the highest vibrational, but definitely a lot of the people in your life right now weren't serving you for your growth. And I do feel like you have asked the universe for evolution. You have asked the universe for growth. You have asked the universe to support you and help you in expanding your consciousness and growing and evolving and maybe reaching new goals, new levels. And the universe can't provide that to you if you keep stuck in this lower vibrational energy connected to these other people. With the Seven of Wands, I do feel like it's going to feel like it's you against the world for a little bit. And I know that really, really sucks. Trust me. Trust me, I know that. All right. It's part of the reason why I lost my voice, because injustice is just one of those really awful things to experience, right? When people are not fair, when people are not just, when people lie about you, when people make up things, when people are manipulative, when they're cunning, they're conniving, it's awful to see how people are so blinded to it and how they just, you know, are shocked and don't want to believe it. And they almost side with people who are abusive, who are toxic, who are manipulative, who are monsters. And it literally just fuels the toxic person, right? Like it literally validates them and continues to give them space to continue to be abusive, toxic, manipulative, whatever. But one of the things you need to remember here is that the universe is always conspiring in your favor. And there are no major arcana here. So while it may feel like it is a situation that is big and has like a lot of finality, I don't think these people that wronged you are going to get the last laugh. They may feel like they're winning the battle, but babe, you're winning the war. The biggest thing that you have to learn and the biggest thing that you have to go through right now, group number one, is this healing. Sana in Spanish means healing. I made this bracelet. I designed this bracelet around healing your heart chakra, around healing who you are, around learning to love yourself, around learning to be empowered, around learning to understand that when you love yourself, when you honor yourself, when you respect yourself, then nobody will ever be able to take that away from you. And it is through the deep healing, either from heartbreak, from trauma, from breakup, whatever, that gives you the space to reclaim your power, to transform your life, and to show up even better down the road. When you're continuously thinking about the people that wronged you, the people that hurt you, the people that created suffering in your life, you're literally giving your power away. And I think that's a really big lesson for you this month, group number one. When we look at your career and finances, I personally really like this. I do feel like you're going to be really diving into working super hard at your career, at making your own money. You can see in this card that the person is literally making their own money. Like actually. So I do feel like career, focusing on the grind, whether you have your own business, whether you work for somebody, whatever, you're just going to be thinking about how you can expand your abundance. And it does make sense because Jupiter and Aries are in the second house. So there is a lot of opportunity for a lot of wealth to happen. With the Six of Swords here, you are also moving away from tumultuous times, from difficult times, from maybe times where you are feeling very stuck, conflicted, and a lot of mental anguish around your finances. It's almost like the universe is kind of giving you this opportunity to start a new chapter, and it makes sense. It makes sense with the themes of March overall cosmically. The last card you have here is the Hermit card, and this card tells me that when it comes to your career and your finances, you're really going to be going inward. You're really going to be thinking about things on a very deep level, very introspective. We also have a skull here, so I do feel like you're going to be illuminating the skeletons in the closet, the lies, the narratives, the parts of you that maybe have been wounded or that maybe are afraid to play big. And you're going to use that moment of revelation, right? Those aha moments of, oh my gosh, this is why all these things have continuously happened to me, to turn it into your superpower. All right. I do see a lot of maturity. I do see a lot of growth. I do see a lot of evolution, and it very much falls in line with the themes of the cosmic energy in March, as I was saying. Okay. Let's get some astrology cards before we dive into the love. Remember, I'm not going to go too deep into love this time around, because right after this video, there is the love reading. So go take a look at that once you're done watching this video. And there is obviously some love coming in, but in terms of a love reading, it's just not going to be as in-depth as the specific dedicated video to love. So we got Aquarius energy. We got the first house. Yeah, see, this is groups of friends. This is networking. This is maybe teams, sports. This is community. This is anything where there's a group of people. And I do feel like you're going to see who your real friends are this month, group number one. Or maybe around the full moon. I don't know why I was flipping the card over there. And I love that you got the first house, the house of I am. We are entering into Aries season at the end of this month. This is the house of the self. Identity here is where we can see one's personality, behavior, character, physical appearance, as well as their attitude towards life. It starts with this sign known as the ascendant. So Aries is all about I am. They're the go-getter. They're the initiator. They're the one that has the vitality, the fire, the fuel to just literally propel themselves forward. And I do feel here that in the month of March, you're going to be catapulting, is that even a word? Catapulting? Yeah, yourself forward in life. With a full moon, energy, peak, harvest, blessings, achievement, that's going to give you a lot of reward. You're going to feel really, really good around the full moon in March. Even after, like it almost makes me feel like the month of March is going to be a month where you're going to be illuminated in so many ways in your life or in so many aspects of your life that there's a lot to celebrate, a lot to be grateful for, a lot to feel good about. Let's get some oracle card. Okay. So I'm using the Rose Oracle. I'm really into this deck right now. So let's take a look and see what's going on for you. Temple of the Rose, Ancient Power, Expression, Activation, Scarlet Codes. Then you got Release the Petals, Transformation, Death, Rebirth, Shedding, all the change. This is literally the month of March. That's the energy. It's not summer. It's spring solstice. We're finally being reborn again. We're finally transforming. We're finally growing. We're finally maturing. I also feel like because of the information you're receiving, because of the leveling up that you're going through, that is also what is creating some of these shifts around your networking circles, your friendship circles. Then you got the sun, joy, love, life force, success, vitality, play, enjoyment. Like, look how bright and beautiful this card is. There's so much to look forward to in the month of March. Even if there is sadness around, you know, friendships breaking up or people that you thought were on your side not necessarily being on your side, now is the month for you to understand and for you to know that the universe is always conspiring in your favor, even if it doesn't always feel that way. I am attracted to those people who serve my highest good. Yeah, relationships in general, whether it's love or friendships or interpersonal business, whatever, relationships are really illuminated this month. You should actually take a look and see what's going on in your 7th house, because that is going to confirm what's going on for you. And then doubt, I release the need to know all the answers. All right. This is about you kind of taking a leap of faith and trusting the universe, trusting the process, and knowing that you are divinely protected, even if you don't have the answers to everything just yet. It's about you continuously showing up, being your best self, showing up in your highest expression, owning who you are, embracing who you are, celebrating who you are, and understanding the importance of really trusting the universe, trusting divine timing, trusting that when you show up from a place of love, light, kindness, respect, all that, everything will work out just fine, okay? Let's get some love cards here. Oh, wow. Okay, so a bunch of cards just fell out. I also want to pull out, I wasn't going to do this, but the more that I was sitting with the energy, the more I felt that it was necessary to do this. I wasn't going to pull out actual romance cards for this particular reading, but you know what, group number one, you have inspired me. So now, thanks to your inspiration, everybody else is going to get them too. All right. So first, before I actually take the tarot cards, I'm going to pull out these cards and let's see what's going on here. Passion, allow your heart and soul to sing for joy. Trust, this situation is calling for you to have faith. And religious factors, your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing. And then the first card that had fallen was the Page of Wands. So it makes sense. There's a lot of vitality. There's a lot of energy, a lot of enthusiasm, a lot of excitement. There's a lot of potential within your love life for the month of March. there is somebody that could potentially be messaging you or letting you know, I have a crush on you, I like you, I'm into you, especially with that passion and the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands often is a messenger of sorts. The second card you had was Trust. These were the two that fell. I have to shuffle for the third one. But it's interesting because you have the Seven of Swords. I'm going to tell you how it is. You might not like it. Let me know in the comments what's going on. I've got a feeling that you got trust issues, group number one. And those trust issues they're valid. They're valid trust issues that you have experienced, that you have gone through. What I will say to you though is go back to the Sunna card or the Sunna bracelet. Even if you don't buy it, whatever, get yourself green aventurine, get yourself rose quartz, get yourself morganite, or wear it if you have any of those at home, meditate with them. But this is about really healing your heart and knowing that just because people were awful to you in the past does not mean that people will be awful to you in the future. Okay, because this person coming in, while there's potential, it could go either way still. The only way you're ever going to know is if you practice some sort of vulnerability. Let's get into this religious factors card. Five of Pentacles. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. So the fact that you got the Five of Pentacles and there's a child and a mother here, I wonder what happened when you were little. I wonder what happened with your mom. If you maybe come from a single home, like single mom, single dad, there's a mom and a child here. I feel like maybe your mom didn't have the best relationships, or maybe you grew up seeing men be very toxic or women be very toxic. Like you view the opposite sex from a very jaded perspective. It's time now for you to wash that away. It's time now for you to release the doubt, release all the answers, release the petals, transform. Understand that you're going through this huge transformation in order to bring in a new aspect of your life, in order to start a new chapter, one where you can be vulnerable, one where you can have faith, one where you can trust, one where you can connect with like-minded individuals, whether it be romantic relationships or otherwise, where your values are aligned and you're able to kind of be able to put your guard down and not be afraid anymore, right? Not be in the vibration of fear anymore. All right, group number one, if you want to book a session with me, take a look at the description box below. If you want to learn tarot or pick up your amulet, all the details of all the ways you can work together with me are in the description box below. I am going to move on to group number two. Don't forget to go watch your love reading, which is the video after this one. We will see you there. See you later, alligator. Peace out. Bye. Hello, group number two. This is going to be your reading if you pick the beautiful Bridget or group number two. All right, let's dive into your reading. We are going to pull out a lot of cards. I am shuffling on camera. Remember, we have solstice happening this month. We also have the full moon in Virgo. Can't remember off the top of my head if it's the 7th or the 8th, but the energy for this month, and I said this to group number one, wow, the energy for this month is, it really feels to me like the Tower card, but not in a bad way. The universe is really wiping the slate clean in order for you to start a new year, right? A new astrological year, being able to bring in everything that you desire. This is your general overall energy for the month. And now let's dive into your finances and career. Oh, I love that you got the Artist, the Eight of Pentacles. Wow, this is great. I'm curious to know if you're a creative person. If you are, drop it in the comments. This is fantastic. I am here for this. Okay. Don't worry about the death. I actually see this as deep, 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 deep transformation, which again is the theme of the month anyways, astrologically speaking. We are entering into Aries season, leaving Pisces behind, right? So here is the dawn of a new day. Why do the cards look like that? There we go. And there we go. All right, so starting off with the general overall themes, we have the Chariot, the World, and the Magician. Okay, group number two, let me know in the comments below, but I have to tell you that this month feels very, very, very powerful for you. When you have lots of major arcana in a reading, this means that there is tremendous change that is happening. It is finite. It is powerful. It is very strong. Okay, the minor arcana are like the day-to-day things that we go through. The major arcana are like impactful, pivotal, like moments in time that create a ripple effect out into the future of your life. With the Chariot card here, this is about control. This is about resiliency. This is about choosing a path forward that's in alignment with who you are. This is power. This is strength, okay? The Chariot is a very, very powerful card, all right? Very unemotional as well. Then we have the World. a chapter wrapping itself up. We have Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, and Scorpio energy here. What's actually happened this year is this month, I feel like you have taken the reins in your life and made a choice to propel yourself forward in a complete new direction, one that potentially was not expected or that you didn't even actually see coming until it was already in front of you, where you started to realize it's time for me now to level up, to mature, to grow, to evolve, to take the next step to finally being able to be in control of my life rather than letting other people feel like they're in control of my life. You have all the elements at your disposal. The magician is literally limitless possibilities, okay? Trusting that you have all the elements, fire, water, earth, and air, right? Cups, pentacles, swords, and wands, to be able to manifest and conjure everything that you want. Also remember that this is as above, so below. It's infinite, right? I think it's called the Ouroboros. I could be mispronouncing that. The snake eating its own tail, right? The ebbs and flows of life. This is a beautiful opportunity for you to actually manifest, set some proper intentions out into this world, and go after everything that you desire. This is a month where the universe is literally saying, we got your back. Group number 2, go get it. Go get what you want. Go after it. Believe in yourself. Believe that you are worthy. Believe that you can achieve it. Work hard for it. It's yours. The more that you stay focused, the more that you kind of put blinders on to the distractions of the world, right? Like keep yourself very focused and very level-headed and grounded in your movement forward, I should say, the more that you will be rewarded by the universe. The universe doesn't want to see you dilly-dallying anymore. The universe doesn't want to see you ignoring your responsibilities or ignoring the hard work. Some of you could be entering into a Saturn return. Some of you may have Saturn in your first because Saturn is entering into Pisces on the 7th, all right? Now, the artist for the career and finances, I personally love this. This is you creating everything that you have ever desired in your career and your finances. Like what do you want? What do you want your career to look like? What do you want your finances to look like? What do you want your business to look like? Where do you see yourself in 3 years, in 5 years? Like, what does that look like for you? And now how are you going to take the tangible next steps to be able to get there? That is what this card is asking you to do. Literally drawing your future, drawing and manifesting and co-creating everything that you have ever wanted in your life. Now, the 8 of Pentacles here is all about hard work. How much energy, how much time, how much work are you going to be putting into the goals, the visions, the dreams that you have? And the 8 of Pentacles is an energy of just being really focused, putting your head to the ground, burning that midnight oil, working smart, working hard, and just keeping that goal in mind and never steering away from that goal, not getting distracted from that goal that you have. So what is that goal, group number 2? You can drop it in the comments or even think it for yourself and then figure out how you're going to get there, because the universe is reminding you here with the Death card that great transformation is happening. Great shift is happening so that you may attract exactly what you desire. There will be grief. There will be sorrow as you let the old you go. You have to let go of the old you that limits you, that stops you, that holds you back, that keeps you stuck, that keeps you complacent, in order to make space for the new you, which will actually help you to achieve all your dreams. And it's interesting too, I always say, if you're new here, hello, hi, I hope you click subscribe, but I always say in the readings that I find it fascinating, the messages that come through in the cards connected to the amulet that you pick. And the reason for this is because Bridget is all about networking, and it's all about manifesting. It's all about connecting with the right people. It's all about working with the right people that will help you to level up in your career. It's very career focused. It's very business focused. It's very much focused on your goals. It's a goal-oriented amulet, all right? With the strawberry quartz, the the rose quartz, the green aventurine, and the pearls. It's all about business protection and really focused on how you take that next step in your life, how you level up your life, okay? Let's dive into, we are going to tap into love at the very end, and just know if you are looking for a full love reading to watch the video after this one, okay? Because that's the love reading that I put together. So we got Wounded Healer and Chiron. The waxing gibbons, alignment, refinement, nurture, patience, evolution. Yeah, absolutely. And the fourth house, I belong. Yeah, wow, this is fantastic. I do feel also that some of you are really focusing on what your future is going to look like your future home, where you're going to have a home, how much your home's going to cost, what your home's going to look like, what home means like to you. You know, Chiron is all about the wounds that we carry. It is our difficulties. It is our challenges. It is the pain that we carry, the grief that we carry. But it is through the grief, the pain that you carry, the wounds that you are able to heal. And that's what you're going to be doing this month, really focusing on healing yourself, okay? With the codes of the seeds, the blueprint is within you. Take the next step. The wild rose, do it your way, embrace uniqueness. And the bud, potential promise, it's happening, keep going. I do really, really, really feel like you're going to be entering into a lot of new beginnings for the month of March. Okay, there is a lot of new doors opening up for you. There's a lot of opportunity here. There's a lot of joyful expectation to be had around the potential of so many things to really manifest themselves in a very, very positive and powerful way for you, okay? With the fourth house, which is the Cancer, the moon, your divine feminine energy is really going to be powerful this month. If you are a female, use your divine feminine energy. If you are a male, tap into your divine feminine energy. Understand reciprocity, I can never pronounce that word, receptivity, and what it means to work in harmony and peace, to create the life that you have always desired. The waxing gibbet, this is all about alignment. This is evolution. This is you transforming your life and being patient as the pieces are coming into place, right? Like, I don't know how many of you ever build these ginormous puzzles, but like it takes time, right? It doesn't happen like this. This is that time. This is that time that it's taken. It really, really is. This is actually very powerful and beautiful energy regarding you finally owning who you are and not being afraid to show up in that fullest expression as you are. No longer being afraid of, wow, you got death again. You are going through some crazy, crazy transformation. I am learning that endings are merely beginnings. Yeah, they are. Trust. I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. Look at this. Before I pull out the love and the romance cards, just let's take a minute to look at these, okay? Because look at the story that's unfolding for you. A powerful story. You got codes of the seeds. The blueprint is within you. Take the next step. Death, the world, cycles completing themselves, new opportunities, new doors opening, wounds that are healing. This opportunity to manifest exactly what you want, to take control of your life. The wild rose, do it your way. You don't have to follow the guidebook. You don't have to do what society expects of you. You don't have to, fit into the mold, the white picket fence, whatever garbage. Do it like you want to do it. Do it your way, okay? Be you, be untamed. The bud, potential, promise, it's about to happen. Keep going. You can't stop now, group number 2. Whatever those goals are, whatever you're hustling for, whatever you're desiring, whatever you're working towards, you have to keep going. You cannot stop. You have to keep pushing yourself forward. You have to keep propelling yourself forward. You have to trust that your inner voice is always going to guide you the right way. You have to embrace the endings in order to make space for the beginnings. What a transformative month that you are going to be experiencing. Very powerful. Very, very powerful. I honestly also feel like this month is a great month for you to manifest or write down intentions. Healing family issues, make the effort, and love yourself first. Let's see what's going on here. The Knight of Pentacles, yes. Deep-rooted love and also healing yourself, focusing on stability, on being grounded, on being very methodical and logical and disciplined so that you can attract love that is high vibrational. Two of Pentacles, make the effort. Yeah, as much as you're focused on your work, on co-creating, on this transformation, find balance in life, okay? The ebb and flow of the universe is calling upon you right now. Woo, look at that. Six of Wands and the Queen of Wands. The more that you love yourself, the more that you will be romantically attractive to others. The more that you love yourself, the more that people will want to come close to you, to talk to you. I wouldn't also be surprised if there are some offers that come your way as well. But again, because you're in such a powerful position right now, group number 2, it's going to be up to you if you're going to turn around and say, you know what, I'm focused on my career right now, or you know what, I'll give you a shot. Let's go on a date. I do feel like there's a lot of people who are eyeing you, who are watching you. I keep looking at the horse's eyes and it's like, I feel like somebody's watching me. So I feel like somebody's watching you. They got their eye on you. So if you want to find out more about your love life, make sure you go watch the video after this one. If you want to book a session with me, if you want to learn how to read tarot, if you want to pick up your amulet, any which way to work with me or support me, take a look at the description box below. Thank you so much for your likes, your comments, your shares, your subscribes. I'm going to move on to group number 3 now. We will see you later, alligator. Peace out. Bye. Hello, group number 3. This is going to be your reading if you picked Anahita or group number 3. Let's dive in. We're going to pull out 3 cards for general overall energy. I'm doing it on camera, all right? And 3 cards for career finances. We're going to dive into astrology. So many things that we're doing. For all the groups, I'm mentioning the same thing, and that is that March with solstice happening with a full moon in Virgo, with the energy that we're seeing as we transition out of Pisces, which is the elder of the zodiac, and entering into Aries, the baby of the zodiac, the initiator, the one that has vitality, passion, the leader, what we are going to be experiencing as a collective is deep transformation. The card that I keep seeing for the month of March is the Tower card. And I don't think that it's a bad thing. I think that it's finally a removal of the obstacles, the difficulties, the challenges, in order to be able to set that new path forward as we enter into a new astrological year. This is the general overall themes for you. Okay, first and foremost, who are all these boys? Okay, if you are a man, there are going to be a lot of masculine influences in your life that are going to be supporting you. If you are a woman who is interested in men, okay, girl, there is a lot of love, like a lot of love or potential or offers or even whatever sex you're interested in. Men are playing a massive role in your life this month. Wowsies, wowsies. Let's get into the finances. 4 of Swords. This is career and finances. Judgment. Okay. Oh my God, so many cards. I'm going to take the Chariot because that was one that flipped in my hands and all these did not. They just made a mess. Okay. Well. Let's step away from the fact that there's a lot of guys here for a minute, okay? Let's talk about the energy, okay? The representation of each of these cards. The King of Swords has a crow here. Crows live within the realms. They are able to be messengers that deliver information from one end to another. Or one realm to another, I should say. The King of Swords is very logical, methodical, rational, and very structured, very black and white. They don't see other ways. Sometimes they're so unemotional that they actually struggle to be able to see things from other people's perspective. Very left brain. The Knight of Pentacles, a younger energy, very steadfast, very disciplined, very slow moving energy, but it moves slowly toward that which it desires because there's a lot of stability there. There's a lot of groundedness. There's a lot of what's the word I'm looking for here? How do I explain this to you? This is like a person who, the energy of the Knight of Pentacles is like they do it right. So they take their time because they do it right. Painfully slow to move sometimes, but they do it right. Then with the King of Cups, emotionally mature, very grounded, very empathetic, very much in control of their emotions, but also honors their emotions. Very different energy than the King of Swords. So I do feel like for some of you, there is a transformation happening internally. For others of you, you've got a lot of suitors in your life. Whatever sex you are, whatever you're attracted to, you've got a lot of suitors or a lot of masculine energy that is going to be supporting you in your life for the month of March. Men play a very big role in your life in the month of March. Now, when we look at the career and the finances, this is very fascinating to me for a few reasons. You're starting off with the Four of Swords, okay? Four of Swords, sorry, first let me say this. Whenever you have major arcana in a reading, and for those of you that want to learn how to read tarot, take a look at the description box below and sign up to StarSea Academy. My course is over there and the first module is going to be launching soon. So whenever you have major arcana in a reading, what actually ends up happening is these are like these pivotal moments in time, these footprints in time that create massive ripple effects into your future. Minor arcana are the day-to-day things that we experience, right? Like going to the coffee shop and having a laugh with the barista, walking to your car and getting annoyed because the light's not changing or people are driving slow, having to go to the mall, doing that, you know, the day-to-day things, the mundane. Major arcana are like these, like a wedding is a major arcana, right? Because you go from being single to being married, the birth of a child, major arcana moment. These are the quitting one job and going to another. These are big, impactful moments in your life, and you have that happening in your career and your finances. So group number 3, I do feel like for the month of March, you're going to start off a slower month, okay, very slower energy. No, you're going to feel like the energy is moving slowly. There's a lot of rest, a lot of recuperation, a lot of retreating, a lot of reflecting. All the R's to me are connected to the Four of Swords. Reflect, retreat, review, reset, reassess, okay? And I feel like this has to happen because you are taking charge towards the end of March, towards a new career, towards new opportunities, towards something very powerful happening in your life. The Judgment card tells me that you are divinely protected. The universe is helping you through this. The universe is supporting you through this. This is fated. This is the universe showing you how to transform your life, how to shift from one world to another as part of your growth, as part of your evolution. This is you needing to answer the call from the universe. How has the universe been asking you to step up and lead right now? How has the universe been asking you to transform your life? How has the universe been showing you what you need to do in order to transform your life? Where are you ignoring the signs of the universe? Because I don't think that you're going to be able to ignore them for much longer, group number 3. What's going to be happening for you, group number 3, is the universe is really propelling you and pushing you forward in a new path in your career and your finances. For some of you, you've been feeling like super stuck, super unhappy, like just very uncomfortable in your career and your finances. And the universe is finally saying, okay, you know what? You've been doing the work. It's time now to watch your career transform. Maybe that's why all these men play a role. Like men are maybe helping you or supporting you, or people who have very masculine energy, very business-like energy. Because these are all very businessy men. Well, the King of Cups, not so much, but the King of Cups can be a very like a counselor or a therapist or run like a healing business. A doctor as well. What's gonna happen is towards the end of the month, you are going to be on a new trajectory in your career and your finances, potentially unexpected, or for some of you, you kind of knew it was coming, maybe hesitant towards making the moves, but the universe is now saying to you, you can't be hesitant anymore. You got to move. It's time. So we got conjunction coming out. Conjunction is a aspect in astrology, and it's all about inner self, self-motivation, concentration, unity, and personal interest. I get this feeling that for some of you, sorry, one of the cards fell. I get this feeling that for some of you, you weren't really happy in your career and your finances. There we've got Leo here showing up, and Ceres, nurture. I do feel like for some of you, what's actually happening is an alignment with your career. See, Ceres is all about nurturing yourself, nurturing the energy, the essence of who you are, really. Ceres is about being able to, I don't want to say baby yourself, but kind of coddle yourself, nurture yourself, love yourself, like value yourself. And it kind of connects to that Four of Swords energy. Leo to me is such a powerful energy that it's the sun. It's, you know, you're the main character in life. You have this aura that people can't help but like turn around and look at you. And this powerful energy that you carry is now being asked to be illuminated out into this world. And I'm not sure if in the past you played a more passive role, or you dimmed your light, or you held yourself back from shining bright because, I don't know, somebody told you not to, people criticized you, whatever. I feel very much so that you are really stepping into who you are. You're stepping into your life purpose, your soul purpose. You're embracing unapologetically, without any reservations, who you are authentically. Morning dew, clarity, a fresh start, positive outlook. Yeah, look at that. The sun. I mean, talk about Leo energy. Let me know if you got Leo placements in the comments below. Joy, enjoyment, life force, success, vitality, play. This is beautiful energy here. And the lineage of the rose, moved by the goddess, here for this soul call gather. You know, I almost feel the more that I'm sitting this with this, I almost feel the more that I'm sitting with this energy, that in the past, you used to do things for other people. Mom wanted you to be a certain way, so you behaved that way. Dad wanted you to be a certain way, so you behaved that way. You know, the universe had this or not the universe, society, blah, 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 all these external factors that really were just limiting you and blocking you from being able to step up into your power. Wow. Death, I'm learning that endings are merely beginnings. Yeah, you're really creating a like version 2.0 of you. I know that I cannot change the past. Some of you may be older and maybe feeling like, you know, why did I do this before? Why did I put myself through so much pain and suffering? Like regret, really. But you've got to stop that. There's no need to regret what happened in the past, because the past is what taught you in order for you to propel yourself forward, so that now you can be a leader and pave the way for other people. You see, the universe doesn't do things to us. It does things for us, to teach us, to support us, to help us be empowered, to help us speak our voice, to help us show up in our fullest expression, to help us not be afraid of owning who we are. And this is about you learning that. This is about you embracing that. This is about you celebrating that. It's about you understanding what it is that you need to do in order to be empowered, what you need to do in order to support yourself, what you need to do in order to elevate and evolve your life. Forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. Release your ex. And remember, if you want to watch a full love reading, you're going to want to watch the video after this one. And pay attention to the red flags. Yeah, be really curious to see what's going on. I'm going to pull out 3 cards, and then obviously we're going to dive into a whole new love reading on the other end. But what I'm really seeing here is this opportunity for you to stop repeating the same pattern over and over again when it comes to your love life. So stop repeating the same pattern, the same toxicity, the same pain, the same suffering that has happened too much for you. 10 of Pentacles. Yeah, being able to move on and let go. I'm not sure if some of you are going through a divorce or a separation. Release your ex. That's too many cards. Just one, please. The Empress. Babe, come on. You have Empress energy here. Why are you worried about your stupid ex? Like, good riddance. Be empowered. Be yourself. Respect yourself. Love yourself. Honor yourself. Stop giving away your energy to this ex of yours. The 8 of Pentacles. Pay attention to the red flags. Maybe there's an opportunity here for you to do some therapy, for you to work on yourself, for you to get some support. Because what I'm seeing here with the pay attention to the red flags is that I think that you are looped in this toxic cycle, this false illusion that there's something wrong with you, or that you're not good enough, or that you're never going to find love again, or whatever, you know, all these stupid ideas, these silly little things, especially that toxic exes say to us, you know, like they turn around and they're like, no one's going to love you. You're never going to get married again. You're never going to find love again. No one's going to love you as much as I do, blah, 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 blah. And that is simply not true. That is just simply not true. And so I would really encourage you to be empowered, to love yourself, to recognize your worth, to recognize your value, and to really show up from a place of self-love, self-empowerment, self-worth, self-respect, and dignity above all else. Never, ever let anybody tell you who you are, what you're worth. All right. Group number 3, if you want to book a session with me, if you want to pick up your amulet or work with me in any other capacity, take a look at the description box below. Make sure you go watch your love reading, which is going to be the video after this one. I'm going to move on to group number 4 now. We will see you later, alligator. Peace out. Bye. Hi, group number 4. This is going to be your reading if you picked the beautiful Aphrodite or if you picked group number 4. Let's dive into your reading and see what's going on. One of the things I've been telling all the groups so far is with solstice coming into March, with the full moon in Virgo, with Saturn moving into Pisces, there's this very powerful transformative energy that looms over the collective. I don't think it's a bad thing. I honestly, it feels very like a tower moment. Anything that isn't set structurally sound, isn't solid, isn't in your highest good, is really just being released right now. It's really being purged. And it feels like it's going to be a very powerful month, to be really honest with you. This is going to be the general overall theme. Let's dive into the career and finances. We'll pull out more cards as we go along. Oh, I like this. Oh, I really like this. Ooh, okay. Somebody's getting their monies. I like this for you. Okay, let's dive into the general overall themes. Let's see what's going on here. With the Queen of Swords here showing up, what I am seeing is, with the Queen of Swords showing up here, one of the things I'm really seeing is this very logical, rational mindset. Oftentimes, not in this deck, but in other decks, specifically ones that are more geared towards the imagery behind the Rider-Waite, the Queen of Swords is looking ahead, and her line of sight is above the clouds. In this, she's looking down and she holds her sword and she's got her bird. And what I'm actually really sensing from this card is deep introspection happening for you in the month of March. You're going to be going inward mentally. You're going to start thinking about the difficulties, the challenges, the obstacles, the hardship that you face, and how you can turn that into a superpower, how you can turn that into adversity, or your adversity into a superpower, sorry, how you can make that your legacy, okay? When we look at the Four of Wands, this is about home, it's stability, it's celebration, it's a great time. It's, you know, sometimes called twin flame card or 1111, soulmate partnerships. The Four of Wands is a celebration before we continue to work. Right? We take that leap of faith in the Three of Wands. We move forward. We propel ourselves out into the world. Then we celebrate. We have something to rejoice here, something to look forward to. And then we enter into the Five of Wands, which is working harder, you know, and then we enter into the Six of Wands, which is celebration again, and so on and so forth. That's the story of the Wands. And if you want to learn more about Tarot, go take a look at the description box below and sign up to StarSea Academy, because my academy is going to be launching really soon with courses for you. There is also a free download there for those of you looking to transform your life. The Devil card here almost makes me feel like there are parts of you that have really limited you and held you back from expanding in your life. And I think that's what you're doing in the month of March. You're looking back and reflecting and going, how did my upbringing negatively impact me? How did my past relationships negatively impact me? How did my past suffering scar me to the place where now I live from these scars rather than understanding that they are simply a part of me? you are really releasing the inner demons. You are really freeing yourself from the false chains, from the illusion that the devil has you and the devil is controlling you. You are letting go of that so wholeheartedly, so powerfully. And I love that for you, because before we dive into the career and finances, let's talk about Aphrodite. You know, oftentimes in my videos, I always say I'm fascinated by the message of the cards that comes through and the reflection that it has on the amulet. Aphrodite that I created, this piece that I created, is all about love. Literally. Love of self, sensuality, abundance, luxury. Look at this beautiful stone. Look how rich and strong and powerful it looks, right? Like it glistens. It's such a gorgeous piece. And then we have the rose quartz, all for self-love, the clear quartz amplifying all this energy, this Aphrodite Venus energy. And the little lava bead is for those of you that like to use essential oils, right? Now, one of the things that we must understand about Venus, about Aphrodite, is Aphrodite calls in through her vessel that which she desires. She brings people to her. She brings things to her. She manifests things through that, not through forcing, begging, pleading. She's too good for that. And so I think you're really recognizing what it means to shift perspective, to shift your mindset in order to attract everything that you desire. Now, with the Ace of Wands, the Judgment, and the Two of Cups in your career and your finances, for some of you, you are really blowing up financially. There is a lot of money here to be brought, and this is divinely guided. This is fated. This is the universe asking you to pick up the phone and answer the call from the universe to receive the highest blessing of all. The Ace of Wands is creative, new opportunities, it's passion, it's vigor, it's like these illuminations, it's lighting a match and seeing that fire burn. And here you are burning a new fire when it comes to your business. Maybe you had a new creative download or a new business opportunity, or you're starting something new, but there's so much fire here. You have to remember, you got to keep feeding that though. You can't let it go out. The Two of Cups tells me that there is actually somebody that you may be doing business with, collaborating with, working together with, or you may be receiving a financial offer. Somebody may turn around and be like, you know, I've been watching you, group number 4. I think that you're A, B, and C, D, whatever. I think that you're fantastic. I think that you're this, you're that. You're the perfect person for this role or for this position or for this opportunity. Kazimi, into the heart. The third house, for some of you, communication plays a big role. And I do love the Amazonite stone for the throat chakra. This is Mercurial. This is Gemini. This is the mind ideas. It's where we see concrete thinking, thoughts, communication, mental agility, the capacity to relate to the most immediate and daily social environments like siblings or neighbors. The third house is writing. The third house is speaking. The third house is early education, teaching. It's where your thoughts are. It's how your ideas and thoughts are formed. For some of you, you may be getting a position or an opportunity here to really shift where you come from, your train of thought, to a new way of thinking that will actually help you to receive blessings. And full moon is all about blessings, achievements, energy, peak, harvest. So, you know, maybe around the full moon, in March, which I can't remember if it's happening the 7th or the 8th, you may be receiving a blessing, an opportunity, something may be coming through for you. The Rose Garden, innocence, forgiveness, be gentle on yourself and with yourself. Yeah, because you're really healing here, especially with this into the heart. Trust the seasons, embracing change, cycles of life, transition, growth. Wow, 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 wow. You're really learning what it means to level up in life. Plant yourself here, integration, embodiment, grounded action, most definitely. You're really starting to see yourself, like who you are, from an entirely new lens, not from the lens and the perspective of other people, because remember, other people's opinions of you are faulty. People's faulty perceptions of you are not a reality. And you're really learning and growing and evolving and understanding what it means to step into that, to step into the power. Whoa, that was a lot of cards that flew out. We're not going to take all of them. Oh my goodness. I do feel like, let me pick up these cards first. Honestly, with that felt like a whirlwind. I feel like March is going to be a whirlwind for you. And it almost makes me feel like, have you ever, you know, I actually looked at the devil, and I'm getting goosebumps as I'm sharing this. So stick with me for a minute before I pull the next card. Have you ever seen a chain break? There's that like pressure, that tension before it snaps, or a rope or an elastic, right? There's that like pull and then poof, it breaks free. It's like a pull and then poof, it breaks free. That's what you're doing this month. You're breaking free. And that breaking free, group number 4, is actually what brings you in all this abundance. Wow. You've learned to forgive yourself, knowing that a lot of the things that happened to you weren't necessarily your fault, okay? The things you were taught, the way that you experience, it's not your fault. I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. Yeah, let it go. That's the devil fucking tempting you. The devil wants to drag you down into the bottom. Absolutely not anymore. Imagination. I embrace and nourish the creative aspect of my mind. This watching yourself break free. Envision that. Envision it in your mind, breaking free, being successful, being rewarded, because you are. It's already here. It's already yours. You know, Venus is love. It's self-love. It's self-respect. It's dignity. Healing family issues, calling in your soulmate. And that deception card just flew out. Where are you lying to yourself, group number 3? For some of you, I feel like you had somebody very toxic in your life who really stopped you from loving yourself and really tried to create this lie, this delusion. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents, the Knight of Pentacles. Such beautiful, grounded energy here. Very deep, very cathartic healing. Very stable, very methodical. There's a lot of stability here, security. The Wheel of Fortune calling in your soulmate. Yes. And so the wheel turns and life turns. And you might meet a soulmate at work. Finally, after all this difficulty, all these challenges, all this adversity. And the 8 of Swords, deception. Stop lying to yourself. You are not trapped. Narcissists do this to you, you know? Abusers. They make you feel like you're the problem, like you're trapped, like you're stuck, like you will never find love. And that's all a fucking lie. This is you breaking free. I don't know if you guys know the story about Aphrodite. So Aphrodite was obviously the most beautiful goddess in all of the world of mythology and Greek mythology. And I think even in Roman mythology as well. And Zeus felt very threatened by her beauty, felt like her beauty made her too powerful. And so he actually made her marry, I can't remember his name, but he was the ugliest god of them all. He was a steel worker, or he did something with his hands. I can't exactly remember. But anyways, he forced Aphrodite to marry him, even though it was a loveless marriage. But he forced her to try and humble her, to try and bring her down, to try and control her, to try and make her feel like, you know, this is as good as you're going to get. This is as good as it gets for you, right? It was kind of like, oh my gosh, you're the most beautiful goddess ever. Nobody can be more powerful, more beautiful than I am. So let me try and limit you and chain you. And that's why Aphrodite did what she did and had that affair with Ares, because she loved Ares. She wanted to be with Ares. And it was that like forbidden love. And that's why she called in all these lovers, all these other peoples, as kind of like, what's the word I'm looking for? like a rebuttal towards Zeus to be like, you can't limit me. You can make me marry the ugliest person that I'm not in love with or that I don't necessarily have that deep, passionate connection with. I'm still going to go and get it. And that's this lesson for you, freeing yourself from this devil, from this illusion, this lie, in order for you to step into your power, in order for you to attract everything that you desire. If you want to find out more about your love reading, make sure you go watch the video after this one. If you want to book a session with me, pick up an AMULET, or work with me in any other capacity, take a look at the description box below. Thank you for your likes, your comments, your shares, your subscribes. We will see you later, alligator. Peace out. Bye.